Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first Strike GameCast. Today is episode 35, brought to you guys in part by Red Bull.
Red Bull and Great Value Water.
And Great Value Water.
I'm not sure what's healthier for you.
As well as week-old celery.
Nice.
I don't know why this is even here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. We have an awesome episode lined up for you guys. We're going to be talking about our top 10 favorite PS2 games later, which will be cool. We got some more personal stories.
I'm going to have a hard time with that, just so we know.
I'm not going to have the hardest time, but I'll struggle. I'm not even sure if I've played 10, really good PS2. We'll get into that later. So yeah, what is up, everyone? Welcome James Fat to the stream. I have no idea how long we're going to be going on for. We never really know. It could be an hour. It could be 2 hours.
It depends. Yeah, how the chat goes, how we go.
Yeah, it's very much dependent on the
If you get me all riled up, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, it's true.
So
yeah, bring up something Shane gets passionate about, then he's got a rant to go on, which takes about half an hour.
Yep, usually.
So yeah, while we just wait for a few people to show up, we'll get all the boring small talk out of the way. How about that weather?
Well, it's the May long weekend, and if you're from our part of this area, we have tons of rain every single May long weekend. And it's funny, leading up to the weekend, you look at the weather forecast Wednesday and Thursday, the weekend looks great.
Yeah.
But when Friday comes around, oh shit. Here comes the rain. And sure enough,
all weekend too.
Starting Saturday night, I think, rain. All day Sunday, rain.
Yeah.
Monday, rain. And yet people here still want to go camping and fishing all the time over the weekend. And it's just a stupid idea.
I know, you're going to be stuck.
For the last, 12, 15 years, we've had rain on May long.
It's true. It's always same thing as summer in the city. If you don't live where we live, we have an event every June where we have a fair that comes to town, and there's Main Street gets closed down, and it's just a bunch of booths and stuff for it's like a carnival type thing. Every year it rains.
Every year.
I've never.
Yep.
I don't remember a summer in the city where it didn't rain. Which is hilarious. What is up? Kim, welcome to the stream. Brandon for the title, it's so nice, and then, wait, what? Dark Souls, blah, blah. Did I not change a Dark Souls thing? What is up, Gaming with Llamas? Welcome to the stream. I did see your speed paint, and it was so good. It was really awesome. Thank you so much for that. I did post it. I want to post it in my Discord, actually. If you join it, I'll put it in the fan art channel. What is up, Nagasi? Welcome to the stream. And Get Crow Gaming. Dustin, how are you doing, man?
Uncle Dusty.
Uncle Dusty's here.
Call him.
Yes, we do call him Uncle Dusty. It's very fitting. I saw the speed art. If that makes you feel any better, I never thought I'd see Brandon as a Powerpuff. Yeah, it was very cute.
You look like a Powerpuff.
I do. I do look like a Powerpuff. You look like a Powerpuff.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, just a different kind. So yeah. Weather's been ridiculous all weekend. We finally had a sunny day today, though, which was nice. So what are you playing this week?
This week has been interesting. We kind of touched on it last week, but I was going to play this Final Fantasy 14 online.
Yeah.
But they were moving servers, so it shut down from Monday to Wednesday. So I didn't get around to it. So I've been playing a little bit more of that, kind of the end of the week, and yesterday was a holiday, so we weren't here.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. And, I played a little bit more of that Final Fantasy online, and I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah?
Which is weird. I haven't played a true MMO.
So you're not loving it yet, but you're getting into it.
Well, because I know MMOs, they take a while. They're not fun right away.
No, you do have to put some time into it.
So we're going to get there. I'm playing with Get Crow Gaming and some of his guys, so that'll be cool. That kind of kickstarted me to do all this. Was there a bear in your shitty, shitty, tiny town? We've had bears here.
Was there a bear?
Not recently.
Did you? Bear? I said fair. I said fair on Main Street. I definitely did not say bear. I don't know where you heard that. Maybe I did, actually. That's possible.
If Kim would have used our middle names there, that would have been real funny.
Right? But yeah. James is talking about his top 10 favorite PS2 games. We'll get into that a little bit later on. So yeah, you were also playing Nier?
Yeah, I played through Nier, and I was a little bit of a dumbass. I beat it and I thought that was it, and it felt very short. It was like 20 hours.
Yeah.
But I find out there's, multiple playthroughs, about 5 of them, and they're different every time you go through it. So I started the second playthrough. I got probably halfway through that. And then I was kind of up for a change. I've really been wanting to play this Final Fantasy XIV, so I gave that a shot. And I'm not done with Nier. It's not out for sale yet. But I'm not sure. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm surprised you're not really burnt out on all the RPGs yet, because I think that's all you've been playing
I've played a lot of them.
A good half year now. Like, just
yeah.
RPG after RPG, which is great.
It is. But I really miss when I was in that Tomb Raider, Watch Dogs thing where you'd play it for 20, 25 hours and you'd be done.
Yeah, none of this, like, 100 plus BS.
Yeah, that Persona, man, that one took me a while.
I do like that you're playing an MMO. We'll talk a little bit more about MMOs later. It's actually one of our topics for later in this show. And yeah, we'll touch on how we feel about those in a bit, because it's interesting. We're both playing MMOs right now. I have played others before, but it's cool that you're finally starting one.
Yeah. We'll talk more later.
Yeah, myself, I've been streaming a really shitty childhood MMO game that I enjoy, which we'll talk about later as well. Magicite, I've been playing a lot for the past, 2 days. It's like this, it's a weird indie game on Steam. It's sort of like Terraria. It would be a decent example. It's a one-run type game. You have one life. You try to get as far as you can without dying. Once you die, you're dead. I had a big obsession with the game a year ago, and I picked it up again the other day just for fun, because I remembered it existed. And yeah, it comes in phases where I just love this game. But because it's like a one death run type thing, you get really far in one run, one day, you die, and then it's alright, that's it. And then tomorrow. It's like a one run a day type thing. I also tried playing Lego Lord of the Rings at 4 a.m. last night.
It's an odd time to start playing.
It was really weird. Like, I think I fell asleep from 8 to 11. And then I woke up and I couldn't go back to bed. I'm like, damn it. Alright, I screwed up. So it was 4 a.m. I still wasn't sleeping, so I was on Steam. I was looking through my library, and I was like, Lego Lord, when did I even buy this? So I downloaded it, and I played through the first 4 levels. It's okay. I really liked the Lego games.
Is the soundtrack good? I would imagine the soundtrack would be okay.
It is very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very Lord of the Rings. They use a lot of the actual score, actually.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. And it looks pretty, and it's funny, because it's like the little Lego cutscenes, but... Yeah, the Lego games are really games you have to play with people. You need that second person with you to make them the fun that they're supposed to be. I tried I played quite a few things this week. I tried about 10 minutes of Wave Race Blue Storm.
Okay.
I don't like it as much as 64. Granted, I didn't give it as much of a shot, but I just really
I only played it because of the water graphics and how that looked at the time.
It looks very pretty.
Very good.
Yeah. And I do remember I own a game. I was watching a friend or a YouTuber I watched his podcast, and they were talking about GameCube titles that were... Well, there's a guy who has a GameCube collection he's building. He wants to get every GameCube title. And he was talking about which ones. He had 36 titles before he had an complete GameCube library collection, which is crazy. One of the games he was talking about they needed still was Virtua Quest, which is a game I own. You have a copy in the shop.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's worth $30. I really want to play through it. I kind of forgot I owned it. It's a weird game, but I think sometime maybe this week, or I might stream it. I'm not sure if I'll play through it on my own time, but it looks interesting. It takes place in this place called the Nexus. It's in the future. You're a hunter of some sort collecting souls. It's weird.
It's Sega, so it's weird.
Yeah, but I want to try it. It looks cool. And yeah, that pretty much touches base on everything I've been streaming. As well as Pac-Man World 2. We're still streaming through that. Twilight Princess. I have a lot on my plate right now. So yeah, let's, without further ado, hello to everybody who's here. I'll just catch up on the chat. I'm annoyed I can't remember Brandon's middle name. It's literally on my Instagram, Kim. There was a DS RPG that I played the shit out of, and I can't remember what it was called. A DS RPG.
There's a lot of them.
Is it Shane Eugene Wall?
It is not.
It's not Eugene.
No.
Funny story is Shane will not tell me his middle name. I'm convinced. Yeah. I'm convinced it's Cornelius.
No.
I don't care if it's not. It is.
No.
It's Cornelius.
You even texted my wife, or you messaged her on something.
Yeah, and she wouldn't tell me.
She wouldn't tell you. I love that.
I thought she would, just to piss you off. But nope, she's loyal.
I like that.
And yeah, boom, Dean. It's Dean. There you go. You got it.
My middle name is not Dean.
No, but it's mine. So, Shane,
what's up?
Could you enlighten me to the news this week? You said there was quite a bit.
There's a lot of news.
Nice.
Yeah, where to even start? We got Rockstar announced that Red Dead 2 is going to be delayed till 2018.
Yeah,
big shocker. Not really.
I feel like every big released game is delayed a year.
Yep.
Every time.
And you know what? That is just fine.
It is. If you're
take the time, you can only release a game one time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Nintendo and you release it like 30 times. But you can only really release a game one time.
Yeah.
That first wave of media and that first wave of publicity that you get is just, it's so invaluable. It's just, you can't put a price on it. It's just amazing.
That's true.
So, Rockstar, not that they really care about it anyway. I mean, they could say it'd be delayed for another 3 years, yet it'd be fine. They're one of the developers that doesn't even need to go to E3, doesn't need to do shit. They're awesome. Everybody loves them. They know you're getting a good product with it. So if they say that it needs to be delayed, then you know what? It probably has to be delayed.
Well, yeah. And again, you're right. Like, it's better to take more time.
Always take more time.
It's like Breath of the Wild. They took 3 years more time.
And that's fine.
It came out to be a 9 out of 10 game, right?
Right.
So again, like, this is what you get when you delay a game like this. Hopefully, unless it's like The Last Guardian and it ends up being kind of mediocre.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, also, James kind of called it out here first. We're having a Nintendo Ubisoft crossover game. Mario and the Rabbids from Rayman are having a crossover game that got leaked, and it just looks so stupid.
I have not heard about this. No.
A lot of E3 stuff got leaked today, and I'm not including a lot of it because I'm not sure exactly what's all legit, what's not legit.
Right down.
This one looks very legit. So
Mario and Rayman
coming for the Switch, obviously, it looks stupid. It's not Rayman; it's the Rabbids part
of Rayman.
So
was it like a platforming looking game?
You know, I've never played the Rabbids because it's always been on that Wii thing. And
well, yeah,
we don't really talk about that.
Okay, that's
a whole lot of weird. There's a lot of rumors. These, I believe, that Super Smash Bros. For the Switch is going to get announced at E3.
Like a new one?
Yeah,
or
a new one. Well, something.
Like Super Smash Bros. 4 Plus?
Maybe. Okay. I don't know what they should do with that, to be honest.
Either do, because
if I were them, I would just port over the Wii U version. Because
they hyped that one up so much.
Yeah.
There was so much marketing behind that.
And it is a good game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that haven't really played it.
Yeah, because of the Wii U. Like, I think.
So if I were them, I would absolutely port that thing over, and then still wait 2-3 years before we get a new one.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised to see a Super Smash Bros. Switch. Like, that just.
Yeah, I would be surprised too. I think we're gonna get the deluxe treatment that Mario Kart 8 got.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even mind that. I'd be very okay with that.
Yeah, same here. So that's a thing. Pokemon Stars for the Switch.
Stars.
Was in a bunch of leaks.
Pokemon Stars.
So, yeah.
Like a mainstream Pokemon?
Yep.
It's like a
console Pokemon game.
Okay, I hear that, but like, are we talking like like an Emerald and a Blue and a Pearl, or like a Coliseum?
I think more like a Coliseum XD thing.
Now, that would be cool as shit.
Yeah.
That I would be down for.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk about that. Far Cry 5 got leaked. Have you ever played any of the Far Cries?
Briefly.
I played Far Cry 4 a little bit, and I quite enjoyed it.
Far Cry 4?
Yep.
I played a little bit of 3.
Okay. I always wanted to get to that one, but never really did. But, yeah, that got leaked, and after it got leaked, Ubisoft said, yes, it is coming out, all this stuff. So that will be coming out for sure. Xbox says Scorpio is going to be there in a big way. I believe it. I'm curious to see what kind of power this thing's going to have.
Yeah.
Would be very neat. Damn it, I said it again.
Yeah, neat. It'd be neat.
I said it again.
It's your word.
Whatever. Also, PlayStation Network has 70 million subscriptions.
Nice. Wow.
Which is including some PS3, some Vita, and PS4 stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's a big number.
Yeah, that's huge.
Million. Considering how shitty of a service it is, that's an impressively large number.
Cameron Bork, welcome to the stream, man.
Bork.
We're just talking about the news right now in gaming.
Bork.
Seaborg.
Bork. Bork.
Continue, please.
Bork. That's all for the news.
That's it?
That's all.
Man, there's actually quite a bit there, though.
Yeah,
I didn't know
good stuff.
I didn't know the E3 stuff was leaked.
Yeah, we'll see. Next week, we'll kind of figure out if a lot of the rumors are legit or whatever, and we'll have more next time.
That Pokemon Stars thing sounds cool to me.
Yeah, I don't really care. I won't play it.
I think that's cool. If it actually is something like
what excited
Coliseum.
to me is the Mario Rabbids crossover.
Oh yeah, I wonder what that's even gonna.
That's a day one purchase for this guy.
Like, what is that even gonna
Big
be
fan
like?
of the Rabbids.
Yeah, I know you are. I bet you are. You do seem like the type.
Oh, big fan.
I don't even know what. I'm trying to just recall everything you just said. You did mention. I'm not sure if we ever brought it up in the podcast, but there was a potential. It wasn't a leak, but it was like speculation behind a Paper Mario
Thousand Year Door
remake.
Yep.
I don't believe that, but if it happened,
I would be down for that.
I would actually just shit out my heart. Like I would lose the ability to move.
We also had a placeholder price set for Mario Odyssey to pre-order.
Right.
At 100 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, that's steep.
That's just...
Why?
I don't know why they let it go that far that they still put it out at $99. Because Breath of the Wild never hit that price.
No, it was at 80.
Nintendo was never going to put a Mario game that far ahead of Breath of the Wild.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Like,
it's going to be 79 just like Breath of the Wild was.
Yeah, because Mario Kart is 79.
Like, we get placeholder dates and prices all the time, and that's fine. But the prices are always normal at the full selling price at $79.99, not this $99 crap.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had Breath of the Wild come out $80.
Yeah.
That's what you expected, right? Even Mario Kart 8 comes out. It's another big first-party title people are hyped for, $80. Yeah. There's no reason to make this shit 90. I mean, 100. No. Like, there's just no reason.
No, in the same way that Pro Controller is $89.99, which is a joke.
What is up, Q-Don? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing tonight? Sly Cooper with Sly Cooper. We've actually never really talked about Sly Cooper before. Have you even played through those games?
I have them on the Vita. Have not really played them. Sorry.
They look interesting. I would like to play. I like them because they're the PlayStation 2 platforming era. So yeah, I would like to give them a fair shot. Interesting. That's a lot of cool stuff. I'm very excited for that. When is E3? What's the actual date?
I think it's June 16th.
Is it Summer in the City weekend?
Oh.
That totally is. I'm working that day.
I thought you had it off.
I hope you're wrong. No, we actually got the schedule for that. I have the split shift every single day.
Oh.
Yes, so that's great. Man, cool news. What would you like on that list? And maybe out of all the other things you didn't write down, what are you hoping is true the most?
The most?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I know.
It's a very good question.
I know.
Nothing really excited me that much. Everything that was on that list is kind of obvious to be there. Days Gone is an upcoming PS4 title from the same guys that brought you what's that called? Siphon Filter.
Right.
So I'm excited about that game. That's obviously going to be there. But for stuff that kind of got leaked, I guess a Smash on the Switch I would buy. Then I would actually play that damn thing a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if they like that. That they just.
I think it's an obvious choice.
Well, it's like Mario Maker. You just have to. You have to.
Yeah, that needs to come to the Switch.
Like the fact that it's not yet. Like
I don't know why they didn't, as a launch thing, just have all these Wii U games ported over to it.
Yeah, it would have been perfect.
You could have Mario Maker, Smash, Mario Kart, all this stuff just ported to the Switch. That would have just made, man, so much sense.
That would have been a huge launch.
Massive.
Like that could have been like the best launch in a console's history. Because that would be insane. You're just taking your dead console's library, which were admittedly great games, just moving them over, right? Even Pokken Tournament, like Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
all of that could be on it. Just forget the Wii U even existed.
Exactly.
Let it be a collector's item in the future. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited for E3.
The Super Nintendo Mini, there's still a lot of rumors about that. That would be kind of cool.
But why? I don't get it.
Nah.
I just don't know why they'd even make that a thing. Whatever. We'll move on then to shop trades and stories. We'll probably have more on E3 in the next coming weeks. I literally haven't been here since the podcast last Tuesday. What I do know we have in the shop is we did touch on it last week actually, but
well, we have it here now.
Now they're actually here. There's a bunch of old school. You can take like half of them. Nintendo Power magazines here, and these are sweet.
The oldest one being this guy, which is issue number 10.
Yeah,
which is really, really cool.
Like this one's literally from '95. I don't know how I know that, but yeah, I'm just gonna guess it's from '95. And yeah, it's just I love flipping through these. I feel like it's on my bucket list in the future to have
all of them.
But in my bathroom.
Yeah, just a stack.
Yeah.
230 of these or whatever there is.
Like you look across the... I'll take it. You look across from the... Like you're sitting on the toilet and right in front of you, you've got a whole wall of Nintendo Power to choose from.
Super Mario 64 is coming out.
What? Yeah, it is! So yeah, you also... What, you were talking about some Super Nintendo games you got in today? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, we got Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 for Super NES today, which is pretty awesome. We've had a couple of SPs come in. Those are always neat. Damn it.
You notice it now, though. I ruined it for you because now you'll always...
Every single time.
Even like when we weren't...
Every single time now.
Even when we weren't live, like just in the shop, did you ever say it? And I'm like... Oh.
I don't know if I have yet.
It's just your word.
Yeah.
You say neat.
Yeah.
Darlene! Welcome to the stream.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. I hear she's been eating a lot of black olives and ham.
No.
No?
No. Emma is in love with the black olives.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
James seems to like this leg. So
you do have a nice calf.
Thanks.
Big fan of your calves.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what else have you got?
A bunch of boring stuff. PS3 360. I never get excited about that stuff.
Yeah.
So many times guys come in here with a big bag of games. And
yeah.
I used to get excited about it every time, but now it's mostly 90% 360 and PS3 games, and I just really don't care.
Just always. Like, yeah, I know. I always see this too. Like, the most typical day... Let me just illustrate for you a day at the game shop. Shane's behind the desk. He's playing an RPG. It's probably an RPG, right? Guy walks in. He's holding about 6 or 7 games. You immediately see these lime green cases.
Always.
Always just...
Always.
And then you just... Like, it's like... He comes in and is like, all right, store trade? Yeah, you looking for cash? Or are you looking for store credit? Even though you know they're looking for cash.
Almost always.
Almost always. It's like, okay, let's see what you got. And then you got your Assassin's Creed in this bundle.
There's always an Assassin's Creed.
Got your Grand Theft Auto in here.
Always a Grand Theft Auto.
There's a Call of Duty in there.
Of course.
There's you just have the same
Gears of
titles.
War, Halo.
Yeah.
Just all the damn time.
And it's like every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And then Connect Adventures. We can't forget Connect Adventures.
Yeah, we got 12 copies of that now.
We need to start giving those out. Thanks for coming to the podcast.
There you go.
Come down to the shop and pick up your free copy of Connect.
You get a Connect Adventures.
You get a Connect.
Everybody gets Connect Adventures!
Whoa.
Yay.
We're like Oprah, but really shit.
Really crappy.
Yeah.
Really trashy.
Cheap Oprah.
Southern Manitoba Oprah.
Yeah. I don't think at any point, well, at least while I was here in the shop, if we got someone to come in with a bag of, like, cartridges, right?
Well, today we got those 4 SNES games.
It's just 4, though. Like, it's cool. It's cool. But I would just love a big bin of just... Here's a bunch of miscellaneous carts.
That's the dream. Remember that one time, I think you were here, a guy brought in a huge Rubbermaid container of games?
Yeah, yeah.
And we were so pumped about this. We open it up, it's full of Wii stuff.
Wii Rock Band.
Wii Rock Band, Wii Guitar Hero, Wii Fit.
Oh, I was so mad.
Oh, man.
It was Brendan Witham, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I thought it was somebody we knew. Man, I was sad. It was like one of those Costco-looking bins. And it was like, all right.
This could be amazing.
This could be the thing.
Amazing.
Oh, that was the biggest heartbreak of the century.
How many Wii Fit boards do I have? 3.
He could have more, but I think you just refused to take them. Like, if you sold a Wii Fit...
Oh, no.
No, I didn't think so.
You look good. Are you feeling any better? I'm feeling much better. I did not feel good this morning. I had to get somebody to watch my shop for a bit so I could come right here and sleep.
No, you look good.
Terrible.
You look good. That was directed to me.
Oh.
And then, are you feeling better?
Oh, okay. She just put the comma at the wrong...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you look good. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I felt like trash, and now I'm feeling better.
You do look good, though.
Always.
You do look
always.
very good.
This hair, man.
The beard is 1 week longer now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, I sort of cut it a little bit.
Okay.
But Darlene braided it the other day.
How'd that look?
Yesterday.
How was that?
Not good.
No?
No.
Did you feel like a ancient sensei guru type?
No.
The great guru Pitka?
No, no.
No? Bummer. Yeah. What else did you... Like, I literally haven't been here in a week. I've been doing a lot of streaming. Like gross amounts of streaming.
Oh, yeah, we got... you didn't even see this yet.
Nope.
We got a World of Warcraft, the OG vanilla game, collector edition.
I saw the disc on the counter.
No, there's a full, huge collector edition game.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Nice. Oh, was that... I saw the guy... that was from... what's his name? I can't remember his name. He's the kid in the glasses.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah.
Brett. Yeah, he showed me the picture of it. I never saw him bring it in, though. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying it. All right.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. A haircut might be nice. No. Darlene, this is where we're both differing here. You really want him to cut it. I really want him to grow it out. So we're
I don't know if I can... It just gets so poofy back.
No, man, it's good. Just straighten it.
I know, I like
Borrow her hair straightener.
No.
Come on.
No.
You look good. Like, it looks good.
I know it does.
It's a good curl.
She doesn't agree.
Darlene,
she's
we'll have a
wrong.
talk. We'll sit down and have a talk with her. It's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't, a bunch of BS Xbox 360 shovelware. That's store traits.
Yeah. Yeah, I sold a PS1 somehow.
Nice!
That was cool.
The mini one or the
mini one with the screen.
You sold the screen?
Yeah.
No!
I didn't really want to, but the kid was just as excited about it as I was, so.
How much did you sell it for?
I don't know, $60 maybe.
Man! No way! That bums me out. That thing was so sweet. You were supposed to play through Lunar on that thing.
Yeah, I know. But that's okay.
Well, there goes my good day. All right. So let's talk. All right, let's get into our topics for the week. Actually, just before topics, how about just for fun, we just do a few quick fire reviews.
Oh, okay.
You said you were in the mood for that.
Yeah.
So we'll just spit out a few.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get here.
If you don't know what this is, quick fire reviews is one of the oldest segments we used to have in the podcast. I'm gonna name a game for Shane, and he's gonna review it in one sentence, just as fast as he can. So here we go. We're just gonna do a few titles just for old time's sake. We'll start off with what you're playing right now. I'm gonna go Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Is the hardest Final Fantasy game to get into.
That's logical. It's an MMO, sure. Nier for the PS4.
Nier is the best robot slaving, fighting, shooter, platformer game I've ever played.
That you've ever... Okay. If you were to say of all time, I would have been like, I'm sure there's a better one. I don't know what, but I'm sure there's a better one. I had another Lunar for the PS1.
Lunar is a game I've owned twice, and I have not played, but I've always meant to because it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I did see you guys put it in for a little bit when you got... Because Shane got a few boxed copies of Lunar in the shop, which are really, really mint. They look good. And yeah, the game looks pretty. I almost want to play through it, actually. Yep. It looks real nice. Let's do... here we go. Connect Adventures.
Connect Adventures is...
a timeless classic.
Such a classic, the best Connect game of all time. It's sort of like an Indiana Jones game, but in your living room.
That is just... Wow. It's the Pitfall Harry of the modern day.
Pitfall Harry.
It's the Pitfall
Don't
Harry
get me
of the
started
modern
on
day.
Pitfall
I'm
Harry.
not going to get you... Don't get me started on Pitfall Harry.
This guy. He is...
He throws rocks, he's fighting... I don't even remember.
There's snakes.
We need to go find
jumping fine to fine.
I want to go rewatch that. That's one of my favorite episodes, I think.
Yeah.
Of the GameCast. Let's go. Big fan of this title. You played through it multiple times. Super Paper Mario.
Super Paper Mario just looks like one of the Wii games I would consider playing, but I just can't get there.
Oh, but you can. And we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. I gotta make it a good one though. So, all right. All right. Pokemon Channel for the GameCube.
Pokemon Channel.
Yeah. Do you even know what this game is? Like,
Pokemon Channel is what Animal Crossing should have been.
What Animal Crossing should have been.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Is that a serious statement?
Yep.
Can you elaborate on that, actually?
Well, because you got TVs and channels and the Pokemon's running all over.
I would love to know what you're... Like, how much do you know about Pokemon Channel?
Oh, I helped develop Pokemon Channel.
Oh, Miyamoto.
Yeah,
You and
it was
Miyamoto.
my idea.
Oh, of course. That's why it was such a big selling title.
Huge title.
It really was the Hey You Pikachu of the GameCube. That's how I would have described it. I'm surprised you like that, Brendan. Have you seen it without that? Of course I have. Looks great. I'm a big fan of long hair. Like I've always wanted to grow have the man mane,
right?
But I've always given up around the length it's at right now because I can only it just eventually you get in that awkward phase. But Shane wears a lot of hats, so you can get away with it.
I do.
Anyway, we'll get into our topics. Like we just brought up, Final Fantasy XIV. Shane's been playing through. We're going to talk about MMOs for a little bit and how we feel about MMOs. What our favorite is. Shane's only playing through his first one now, which is interesting.
I sort of, kind of have played through an MMO. We talked about it before. I did do the Destiny thing,
but it's not.
It's a MMO light.
It's not an MMO.
I didn't say it was. I said it was sort of, kind of like.
But it's not though. Like
it's sort of, kind of is.
5%. It's 5%
no, it's
MMO.
a bit more than that.
It's not quite there.
A little bit.
It's not quite there. So I've played through a few in my life. Not really. I've never played World of Warcraft. That's something people have wanted me to play. I gave RuneScape a try once for about 20 minutes. I could probably like it if I really tried to. When I was younger, I used to play a game called Wizard 101. It's a terrible, childish piece of trash, but I like it. And I've been streaming through it lately. SWTOR was one me and my friends played for a while. It's a Star Wars MMO. It's actually a very well designed and set up game.
KOTOR?
KOTOR? No. SWTOR. What's KOTOR?
Knights of the Old Republic.
No, that's a Steam and PS3 title? Xbox title. Yeah. This is like an online MMO you can play with your friends, and it's really cool. It's like they have pretty much the entire Star Wars universe in it, and there's a lot of lore to it, and it's interesting. I haven't played that one in a while though. But yeah, how do you feel about MMOs? What's your conception?
They're kind of weird. In the past, I've never been a fan of them because of how much time it takes, how grindy they are, how there's no pause button. If you're playing this, you're playing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can have somebody break into your house, stealing your cat and your cereal,
but you
and
keep
your salt and
playing.
pepper shakers, but you're in a dungeon, and you have to beat the dungeon.
You do. You don't pause that shit.
No, you can't.
You can't.
So I've always loved how passionate people are get about when they play MMOs.
Yeah, they probably have some of the most loyal fan bases.
They do, and it's really cool, but they're so hard to get into.
They are. You have to want to do it.
You really have to want to, and the whole if it's a subscription based one where you're paying monthly, that's kind of a tricky thing to deal with right away too.
Let's touch on that. How do you feel about that? Because stuff like WoW specifically, I don't know about Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not sure that's quite set up. Yeah,
subscription based. Yeah.
Even stuff like Wizard 101. I think SWTOR to a certain degree. Yeah, SWTOR is a little different actually. I think you can play through the whole thing for free, but it takes a lot longer.
Yeah,
and it's harder.
So here's my thing. I don't hate it. that it's subscription based, if you are having that much fun with this game and you love this game that much, then it's totally fine.
Sure.
Then putting money into it monthly is totally fine. I wish they would have it where it would be when you buy the game, you get it free for a decent amount of time, 3 to 6 months. Because then you're getting your money's worth out of it.
They often do, like, you can get a 1 month.
A 1 month,
yeah. And then that's
the worst
I would
deal. Like that to be extended to 3, at least.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting to, because they'll usually give you multiple options, right? You can get the 1 month, you can get, like, the 6 month, and then you can get the 1 year. And
sure.
Which
is always tough. Are you going to be playing this game in a year? It's a tough thing. Speaking of tough, because I have a bit of a throat cold thing, I've been drinking so much water, and I just really need to use that bathroom.
Oh, don't do this to me again.
Man,
don't do this. You can't. This is like, you can't pause the game. We're live. You're in a dungeon.
But we're not in a dungeon.
No, we are.
But
you can't pause. You can't pause. Keep talking.
All right. Where were we? Subscription based. Yeah. Oh, but yeah.
There's a bottle there. You can take a bad dragon live on cam.
Can they see the other?
Just hunch over a little bit. Recnomancer, welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, the monthly subscription is where we were at. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's fine. It needs to be there, because otherwise these developers of the game, they can't ever increase anything, or they can't add anything aside from expansions and stuff. But it takes a lot of work to make an MMO work.
It does.
So I have no problem with them charging monthly subscriptions.
And like I'm also okay with it, because they're always expanding. Like, these games don't end.
They don't.
World of Warcraft is huge.
Yeah.
It's like, you think the Breath of the Wild map is big? Look at World of Warcraft.
Oh, it's not even.
It doesn't end.
No.
It literally has no end.
And there's just so many.
And they keep adding, right?
They do.
So you are literally paying for, like, a life outside of your life. So when a game is that big and expansive, and there's just so much, like, an endless, like, a literally infinite amount of things to do, subscriptions are totally fine. Go for it. And because you need to fund this game somehow, right?
Yeah.
So I'm down with that. What I don't like is when games incorporate in-game purchases with real money, right? Like, to make your characters better.
I don't like that either. That definitely can break a game.
Let me, like, you can...
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Is it that bad? Why did you... Oh, my... Shane! Alright, Shane went to the... Alright, we're taking over. It's the Brandon Show. What is up? XD Dross, welcome to the stream. Yo, it's your boy, Brandon Friesen, back with the First Strike GameCast. Hosting it by myself, the star of the show. With the looks, the facts, everything. Leave some questions in the chat while I wait for Shane to get back. He went to the bathroom because he's got the bladder of a 4-year-old. Actually, Dusty, Get Crow Gaming in the chat has the bladder of a 4-year-old. That guy has to go to the bathroom every 10 minutes. So yeah, like I was saying about MMOs, I really don't like in-game purchases. I've been playing Wizard 101 lately as a childhood throwback. And they have a crowns system where you can subscribe, get a subscription for the game, which lets you unlock all the areas, and you can play through the whole game, which is awesome. But in-game purchases with real money is the dumbest. Like, that is just a cash grab. A greedy move on a game developer's part. There's no reason why you couldn't just make that an in-game currency. You collect gold from fighting mobs, monsters, doing dungeons, quests, and then you can use that for all of the purchases in the game. Don't make the better equipment stuff you have to spend real money on, right? Like, that's not necessary. That's you just wanting to make more money off this game. And I don't think that's fair, right? Because not everybody can afford this kind of stuff, and your game that's eventually going to be the demise of your MMO, right? Because like eventually, like, it's cool at first, people are willing to pay for it, but the more life goes on, like, the less willing people are to pay for this new gear you keep adding into the game, right? So again, like, that can break an MMO. Wizard 101 is actually a great example because that game has been dying over the years, and I think that's a huge part of why. What do we got? Cringe, stop the cringe, really. I didn't know that. Pay-to-win games are total trash, made games to begin with mostly. I hear that a lot about League of Legends. I know League of Legends and Dota are sort of like the MOBAs that go head to head. I hear MOBA is sort of a pay to look cool type experience, which is fine, and then League of Legends is more pay to win. I don't know if that's true. I don't play MOBAs, but that is what I often hear from fans of the series. Pay to win games are kind of annoying. I absolutely agree. Hey, I gotta pee. Dusty, Uncle Dusty, everyone. Got Crow Gaming. Okay, now I'm just watching Brendan talk about video games in my bed. You're not allowed to go to the bathroom anymore, Shane. Welcome back. Darlene doesn't like it when I'm alone.
No?
No.
Why's that?
She likes it better when you're here. I was literally just talking about games to myself. She didn't like that. That's not why she comes here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's MMOs. You missed. I went on a good little rant there.
Okay.
You missed it though.
Sorry.
You missed it. I was talking about how in-game purchases are stupid.
They are.
Unless they're just to look cool, then it's like an optional.
If they're
thing.
all aesthetically, different story.
Yeah.
Do it, absolutely.
But when it's for like you're making all the good gear in the game, yeah, you have to pay real money for that.
Close the door now.
That's trash. Man, you're doing real bad
But
today.
I do like the relationships that you can meet while playing MMOs. Because you meet some diehard guys.
You can, and you can make some of your best friends through MMOs.
That is true.
That's just I know my buddy Corey has been playing World of Warcraft forever. And some of his really good friends are World of Warcraft players. So
Yeah, I met a lot of guys while I was playing Destiny where we would play that a lot. But that game, man,
how do you feel about Destiny 2? Are you going to play that?
I doubt it.
Good.
I really doubt it.
Good,
I got so burnt out on that Destiny. It felt like a job.
I feel like so many people did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out, all my friends were playing it. They loved it. Literally 8 months later, everyone said they hated it.
Yeah, I only played it for about 3 or 4 months. But man, did I play it for 3 or 4 months.
Straight. Never stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. So yeah, that's MMOs. If you have any personal thoughts on them, any MMOs you're playing through that right now that you might recommend, I'd love to know. Throw it out in the chat. That'd be awesome.
Clash of Clans.
Oh, my favorite.
Big
Farmville.
Big fan of the Farmville.
Love that Farmville.
Yeah.
There's a Farmville 2, you know.
No, I did not.
There is a Farmville 2.
Oh.
It's the same game. Like
Oh.
it's literally it's the same game.
Oh.
It's like, do you want to play Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life? Or Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life, Girl Edition?
Another Wonderful Life.
It's the same game.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so we'll move on. We had another topic having to do with the Nintendo Switch.
Have you heard of this Switch console?
Have you heard of the Switch console?
No.
It's a small Namco designed it. It's a little arcade machine.
Okay.
That you can.
Namco and Neo Geo.
Yeah, Neo Geo and Namco
Yeah.
got together with Panasonic.
Yeah.
They all combined to make this little plug and play joystick based system.
Okay.
Called the Nintendo Switch. You want to introduce the rest of the topic? Please do.
I was thinking to myself, because I'm a wise old man.
Yes, you have the beard for it.
I have time to think. I was just stroking my beard, just like that, actually.
Yeah, just like that. I was actually stroking it with you. I was helping.
We were taking turns.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, what big IP could come to this Nintendo Switch that would really help sales and move the Switch units?
Right.
So we're going to talk about that, whether it be an existing IP or a new game in an IP.
And it can be from any developer. Like, it's not...
It can, as long as it's not a first-party developer. So no Naughty Dog, no whatever Xbox has. I don't even care about them.
I mean, is Rockstar, do they count as a... No? Okay.
No, so Rockstar's a big one. Huge.
Yeah, okay, so here's what I think. We could say the thing that I'm sure is on our minds and say Grand Theft Auto could come to the Switch. But I don't think... If you have the options between PS4, PC, Switch, and Xbox, how many people are going to play Grand Theft Auto on the Switch, right? It's a bad idea.
It would get played.
It would, but I don't think it's the best option. Like, I don't think that's the number one. What I do think would be cool is if Nintendo... Neat. It might even be neat. If Nintendo made their own big open world Grand Theft Auto type game. Right?
Like rated M?
Maybe not rated M. Maybe like a rated T type thing. But made by Nintendo. I don't know in what universe... Like, it's not going to be a Mario game. It's not a Zelda. It's a new IP. Right?
Okay.
Maybe even throw in like Easter eggs of like Splatoon and stuff because that could work.
Sure.
But make a big open world. Maybe even like an MMO. Like it could even be a Nintendo MMO type game, right? I'm not even sure what you would call this. I'm not sure what they would do, but I'm sure Nintendo would put their own fancy flair on it. And I think because it's Nintendo, it would do incredibly well. And because it's this ever-expanding type game, it would do incredibly well. It could even be a new Animal Crossing game, but they take the whole formula and we decide, okay, it's an MMO now.
Yeah.
And it's big.
Yeah, I could see
You
that.
can go build your own city.
That's the tricky part about this question. Sure, you could get a Grand Theft Auto 5 or a Call of Duty or a Red Dead 2 or Destiny or whatever, Rocket League.
Yeah.
But the problem is, those games have already been out for a while.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter if it was on the Switch at all, really.
Skyrim being a great example.
Skyrim is a very good example there. I think the only way that it would matter is if, say, the new Elder Scrolls comes out, but you can get it on the Switch a month before any other console. Nintendo would be paying up the ass for this.
See, they didn't have to pay a lot because it's not the biggest game, but they did that with Shovel Knight on the Switch. Yeah, you did have a month where you could play exclusively on the new Shovel Knight DLC.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Absolutely.
That was cool.
So it's kind of a crappy question because I feel like there's no right answer.
Well, no, but there are good answers, and then there's bad answers.
I feel like it needs a proper Call of Duty.
The Switch?
Yeah, that still sells
like
crazy all the time.
It could use
Nintendo has a very good relationship with Ubisoft, as we talked about earlier, with Mario being in the new Rabbids game. Yeah. So hopefully we get a Far Cry 5 on it. That would already be huge. Because the problem with Nintendo right now is, for the last few generations now, it's been, do you want to buy your Xbox or your PlayStation? And this Nintendo thing here.
Yes, that is.
It's not Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation.
You're getting an Xbox and a PlayStation, one of the two, and then are you going to get the Switch as well?
Yeah.
Or the Nintendo console. Yeah. That's exactly how I've seen it since forever.
Yeah, which sucks, because by getting a Switch, you are alienating yourself from a lot of good games if you're planning to play exclusively on the Switch.
It's true.
Which is a problem.
I guess I bought my Switch. Well, you bought my Switch.
I did buy your Switch.
You did buy my Switch. And I have it now, and there's and it's still I love that thing so far, but it's I still want a PS4, right? If I bought a PS4, right, I'm not going to say I want an Xbox One because I have a PS4, right?
You need one of the two, and I feel like the one's a very clear answer out of the two.
Yes.
But
right now.
Then there's, the Switch thing. So, I feel like it needs a really good NHL game. That would push a lot of sales.
All right. I think I just saw 10 viewers leave.
Oh, yeah? Look at that.
Yeah, okay, look at that, fine. Just because you said NHL.
Fine. Call of Duty, Destiny, Activision, EA.
There you go. Bonus round, experience zone.
Done.
Toot, chugga. Big red car.
Every time, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta bring it up. So, there's that song that Brandon just sang.
You're bringing this up now?
Yeah, my boy loves this song. And today, while I went to take a nap here, when I wasn't feeling good, that song was just stuck in my head, and I was dreaming about that song, and the car, and the video, and all this stuff, and it was just really weird.
I don't care.
It was so trippy and weird.
I think you like it. You secretly like this song. It's well composed. It's better than most pop songs on the... Toot Chugga Big Red Car, Hotline Bling by Drake.
I've never heard that one.
Hotline Bling, it could only mean one thing. It's a...
Jonathan Seabold. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, John? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight, man? Working at... Oh, yes. Yeah, Jonathan actually... I forgot about that. He worked at a GameStop for a long time. Yeah. So he has a lot of stories that would be... Actually, it'd be very interesting to get John on a podcast episode. That would be kind of...
Yeah, I don't know him well.
You would like him.
Yeah?
He's similar to you in some ways.
What if we're too similar? Then
well, no, because
then we get
he's like you, but he's like a jolly giant like you.
Okay.
He's got a big beard like you.
Okay.
But you're the hockey and baseball guy.
Okay.
He's the wrestling and I think basketball guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah, he's like an alternate version of you.
Okay.
It's actually Weird, now that I think about it. Whatever. Yeah, I'm sure he has some very good stories to tell. That'd be interesting. What are we talking about?
Switch IP thing.
Right. I gave my answer. What would be your best answer?
My best answer... It has to be a Grand Theft Auto. It's a bad answer.
You like that song more than Gunner.
That is not true.
Says Darley.
That is definitely
It's so true.
Not true.
He loves it. But
it has to be a Grand Theft Auto. That game, every kid wants to play that game.
Yeah, it's weird.
And if that's available on the Switch, that would sell very, very well.
You know, I downloaded it last night when I was going on my game binge at 4 a.m. I downloaded it, and it wouldn't let me play it. Because I was Steam library sharing with a friend. And there's complications with Grand Theft Auto in doing that, so... I don't know. I'll try it. Because I have a thing that can run the damn game now, so that's cool.
Has Grand Theft Auto ever been on a Nintendo home console?
No.
I don't think so.
Because GTA 1 and 2 were on the PS1.
We got it on the Game Boy Advance and the DS, but I think that was it.
It was on the DS?
Yep, some kind of Chinatown War or something.
Oh? Yeah, because, you didn't have it. I still think it's weird. We did have a Call of Duty on the GameCube.
Yep.
Did you ever play that one?
Yeah, I did.
Was it good?
No.
Nope.
Call of Duty didn't get good until the first Modern Warfare. Then it just went huge.
Okay. Yeah, no, I always see that one in people's collections.
Well, we had Black Ops 2 on the Wii U.
Yeah, but who cares, right?
Not me.
That doesn't mean anything to me. Chinatown World. I don't know. Wars, sorry. I don't care. DS, Nope. I don't go there. All right, so that's our Switch talk. Well, let's do the title of the episode. Our top 10, your and my top 10 PlayStation 2 games. I should have made this list before we started. You also should have made this list before we started.
Yep. We
don't prepare. Ever.
Well, I've got 8 of them, right?
Okay, good.
They made 8 NHL titles.
That doesn't... Man, that makes me sad. Alright, so I'm going to name them... I'm not... Just because I haven't planned out a proper list, I'm sure at some point we're going to have a video going up on the channel that's Shane's top 10 PlayStation 2 games and Brandon's top 10 PlayStation 2. But right now, I'm just... In no particular order, let's just name what we like.
Okay.
Alright. First things out there, one of my favorite PlayStation titles is the Jak and Daxter series.
Jacks and Daxters.
I love the Jacks and Daxter. Awesome platformers. Would have made a perfect Saturday morning cartoon. They're not that long. They're not too difficult of games. The branding is awesome. And yeah, they're just really good platforming titles. B-rated platformers. I love them.
I've always meant to play those just because of how good Naughty Dog is.
They're good.
And how it was pitched to me was, this is the Crash Bandicoot guys making something new.
Yes.
And that gets me excited about it. But I never got around to it. I was really, really late to the PlayStation 2. I went through a phase of... I was still part of the whole fanboy thing, so I was a Nintendo guy. I had my GameCube. And PS2, more like piece of shit 2.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
I said it.
He said it. He said it. Oh, he did.
Burn.
What? Take that, Sony. Or should I say?
Yeah.
Should I say piece of shit?
2, 3, 4. Vita. Portable.
Come on, give me some. Come on. Boom.
Yeah, that was me.
So yeah, Jak and Daxter. That's mine.
So I was late to the party. Right. I really only started playing in probably 06, 07.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was really late. First one I played, Final Fantasy X.
And that's definitely in your list.
Gosh darn, was that a good game.
I know you like it.
That was just miles ahead of anything I'd played on GameCube.
Those are games that I still can't believe I haven't played through.
Yeah. Final Fantasy X, absolutely on my list.
Man, okay, I'm gonna say right now for anybody who's gonna question me about this that there's no Final Fantasy game in my top 10 because I have not played a Final Fantasy game. So that's all I'm going to say for that. All right, so I said Jak. I can't really say the whole series. I'm going to say specifically the first Jak and Daxter will be on my list. Another game I love on the PlayStation 2. Another fun, cheerful-looking, cartoony game. Ape Escape 3. I loved Ape. That's my favorite in the Ape Escape series. I still don't know what happened to that whole franchise. It just disappeared after like the weird spin-off games that were on the PSP.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like it literally hasn't been any word of it since. I forget who developed the games even. But yeah, Ape Escape 3 was by far my favorite in the series. It was just so bright and colorful. You're collecting monkeys that had a weird control scheme that wasn't like any other. It's not even a platformer. It's a collectathon, I guess.
Sort of, yep.
It's a shorter collectathon, but a collectathon. And yeah, it's just the atmosphere of the game was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it as a kid. I never actually owned it myself, but I would always go to my friend's house specifically to play that game. It was mint. It was mint.
It was. Guess it's my turn, eh?
Yeah, we'll do back and forth.
We're gonna go with Time Splitters 2.
There it is.
Very good shooter.
If only my buddy Jack was here, he'd flip out.
Yeah?
He loves that game.
Yeah, Time Splitters 2 and 3, really. I never really played the first one a whole lot. But Time Splitters 2 was very, very well done. It was a perfect kind of sequel to GoldenEye on the 64. And playing it on the GameCube, it was just kind of weird.
Really?
The C-stick is so small.
Yeah, but don't you... Because you hate the PlayStation 2 controller.
I do, but it felt a little more natural on the PS. I don't know.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
So that's on there. But it's also on GameCube and all that too. But that's definitely on there.
Okay. My next one of my favorite shooters of all time, third-person shooter, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I've talked about it before in a few episodes, miscellaneous episodes every now and again. I think this is the perfect third-person arcade-style shooter. It is so much fun. The maps are awesome. It captures the Star Wars vibe so well. The sound effects are great. The ability to play as a Jedi every now and again and actually get to just kick ass and feel like a badass is always super nice. You had really good map selection, and there was good variety in the game. Like, you had space battles.
Unlike the PS4 version?
No, you don't.
I said unlike.
Ah, yes, unlike. And this was when the game was good. There wasn't all this BS. Let's release 1/4 of the game.
Not even.
Battlefront. Was it just called Battlefront?
Yeah.
Which makes no sense because there already was a Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
I still hate that. Whatever. I'm gonna call it New Battlefront. Was just kind of Battlefield with a Star Wars skin, and that's not what Battlefront was. It was a fun third-person arcade-style shooter, which they scrapped that idea to get modern with the times. Anyway, I love this game. I still play it to this day. My friends and I. It's always so much fun. Galactic Conquest takes hours, but to take over every map, and beat the entire game, it's awesome. There's mine.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Didn't play that one.
I know.
Burnout 3. Takedown. Rented that game, and I was addicted. I could have played that game for so many hours. And I still can't believe how much fun that game is to play. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But man, was that fun. And I was praying so hard that it was going to come to GameCube, and it never did. Because Burnout 1 and 2 were on GameCube, and 3 wasn't, and that really sucked.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about that one.
Oh, was it good?
I never personally played it.
It is so much fun and so fast.
Man. I think everybody needs one of these games in this era on their list. It's on the GameCube as well. It's probably on the Xbox. I'm not even sure. Maybe, probably. It's on the GameCube, but it wouldn't quite make my GameCube list, but it will definitely make my PlayStation 2 list because this is the console I first played it on. Everybody's got their favorite Tony Hawk game. Mine being Underground.
No, you're wrong.
I like Underground.
You're wrong.
I know Pro Skater 4 is very good. Pro Skater 2 is perfect.
Pro Skater 3 is also very good.
I've never actually played. I've never touched that one.
Really?
Never touched it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I believe you, though. But my favorite was Underground because it's the one I grew up with.
Horrible game.
You could get off your board in it.
You don't want to get off your board.
That was cool as shit.
That was such a dumb mechanic.
It had the best storyline in a Tony Hawk game, which is hilarious to say.
You don't need...
That's not what you look for in a Tony Hawk game, but when you're young and it's the first one you play, it's what you appreciate.
No.
Creating your own park is always awesome.
No.
Will you shut the hell up and let me enjoy my game?
Well, it's not a good game.
It is a good game. You haven't even played this one enough. If at all. That's my personal favorite Tony Hawk game. Enough said.
Okay, fine. Tony Hawk 3.
3 is your favorite?
Awesome game. Absolutely.
More than 4?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard. That's a new opinion. I haven't heard that. All right. That's all you got to say?
I don't know if it's because I had a Canada level or what it was.
Oh, yeah.
But there was...
Oh, I did! I have played that one.
Yeah?
Briefly.
Yeah,
specifically the Canada level.
I got so good at that game. And I just love that game. The main reason why I loved it was Tony Hawk 2, they introduced the manual. So for all you grinding type guys, that was perfect. You could string together your tricks. But I just loved doing the vert tricks. And you had nothing that you could string together your vertical tricks, which sucked.
You're a vert guy.
Yeah.
So when you're making your character, you pick vert.
Absolutely. Every time.
Interesting. I always pick street.
Not me.
Are you goofy or...
No, just regular.
All right.
So, because you can do reverts, which will let you string together just these massive things, I would go the full 2 minutes plus on one combo.
Oh, yeah.
And just make it awesome.
But then sometimes, like, every now and again you bail, like, 1 minute in, and you just see, like...
Yeah, 4 million points gone.
You don't get them. It's like, oh!
Not that you needed it.
No, but man, that hurts. That always hurts. All right, what is up, Zero? Welcome to the stream, and how are you doing tonight? Brandon's got a... Wait, what? Brandon's got a vouch for Underground? See, thank you! It's a good one. It's a very good one. So number 5, I'm going to go with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. My favorite Grand Theft Auto game. Love that shit. It's also on the original Xbox as well, which is actually where I have more memories with it, so that would make my original Xbox top 10 list too, I guess. But yeah, my favorite Grand Theft Auto has the best storyline in a Grand Theft Auto, which nobody looks for in GTA. But that is what makes that game so legendary, in my opinion. I have put so much time into it. I've played through it multiple times with cheats, without cheats, and it just, I will never not appreciate that game. So yeah. Bradley Davis, welcome to the stream, sir. How are you doing tonight? We are talking about our top 10 favorite PS2 games right now. Thanks for stopping by, dude. It's good to see you, you sexy animal.
Dot Hack series. That's the one I've always meant to play, but I can't find them cheap enough, ever. I'm still waiting for the day that those games just stroll on in here. I'd be very happy with it.
Yeah.
Another one on my list has to be Enter the Matrix.
Ah, yeah.
I loved that game for some reason. I don't know why. It just... The music was awesome. I was a big fan of the Matrix movies. Or movie, like, I guess it came out before Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah.
But all the extra cinematics they did and all the work they put into it and the hacking mode and all that stuff, it was overall just a lot of fun. And the music was spectacular. Yeah,
fair enough. Zero is waiting for Shadow of the Colossus to be brought up. I have never played it, but I literally hear it in everybody's top 10 PlayStation 2 videos. I've never played it, but apparently it's one of, like, just the most legendary games on the console.
Yeah, it belongs in the top 10, absolutely.
Yeah, I just haven't, I gotta give that one a shot. So my sixth choice, again, these aren't no particular order or anything. I just had one. I just had it. Like, it was right there. It was right there. Nope. No. Whiplash. We all have that weird game that no one's heard of in our top 10s because of your childhood.
Yep.
This is mine. It's a game called Whiplash. It's sort of it's a 3D platformer, but the goal, a lot of it's just, can you just not do that?
Sorry, buddy.
It's just beating up everything in your path. You play as like a weasel with a pet rabbit who's chained to you. Nobody even knows who this game is.
Oh, man. I remember seeing that.
You know this game?
Yep.
Oh. It has just the most repetitive... I'm surprised you actually know what this is. I first played it as a demo. We had a PS2 demo disc, and I would replay
That's exactly what I played.
Really?
Wow. Was the demo disc.
Yeah, we had a demo with that, Finding Nemo on it, which we'd play through. We'd play through these demos over and over again, but my favorite by far was this Whiplash game. There was these treadmills and stuff you would run on. You had to power up a generator, and there was scientists you would just knock over to get through a security system. Yeah, the whole part of the game is to try and escape this factory, because they were trying to mutate this weasel with this rabbit, and then you guys are trying to escape, and you're chained together, and this rabbit has all this funny dialogue, which gets annoying after about 5 minutes, but I love this game, and I'll be damned if anyone's heard. I'm surprised you know what this is.
I do.
But yeah, I love that. I don't own it anymore, and I really want to get it, because I love that one. So yeah.
We're going to go, they kind of are the same game, kind of. But NHL Hits and NFL Blitz.
Okay.
Very arcade-like games for the hockey and football franchise, but just a ton of fun to play. Even you have enjoyed your time with NFL Blitz.
I have, and I'm not a sports guy.
Don't need. I never liked football as a kid, but NFL Blitz was just some of the most fun you could have.
It's just how that game was set up was perfect.
Yeah,
it was just right. Good arcade.
So much arcadey stuff. Guys getting on fire. You can hit people after the whistle. All this stuff.
Yeah.
Played hours and hours of that game.
So this one's a port. And it's on almost every console you can possibly imagine.
Monopoly.
Oh, I hate you for that. But the console I played it on the most by far was the PS2, so I'm going to put it on my top 10. So my 7th spot is going to go to Crazy Taxi.
There you go.
I do. Everybody's played some Crazy Taxi. Whether it was on your GameCube, whether it was on your PS2, whether it was on your Dreamcast, was it on the PS1 too even? No? It was on a lot of consoles, and even original Xbox, I think. I played on the PS2 a lot, and it's not a complicated game. You're in a taxi. You're
so much Offspring.
So much. And it's great.
Oh, so good.
It's just a really fun game. I spent a lot of time doing the obstacle courses, actually.
Yeah.
Those were probably my favorite part of it, and me and my brother would go to our neighbor's house, and we'd just sink loads of time into it, and it was awesome.
Funny story. Sega still has the patent for a arrow above a car in a video game.
Really?
Yep.
So no one else can do that?
No one else can do that.
You can't put the arrow.
Yep.
Wow. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Maybe it's a flashing arrow, or it's something about the arrow above the car.
Where'd you even hear that?
I read it the other day somewhere. Forget.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that.
That's a good thing to have patented.
Yeah. We're going to go Need for Speed Most Wanted.
There you go.
That is the best Need for Speed game ever made.
It's a very... Yeah. No, I would agree with that.
I don't think there's a better one. I played that one 3 or 4 times to completion. Everything about that game was good. It was so diverse. There was so much stuff to do, so much customization and upgrades and all that stuff, that they've never gone back to it. They've never made a game quite as good as that one. And it kind of blows my mind that they won't go back to that formula.
Yeah. Yeah, I did I had a good childhood with that one too, as well as Underground. I played both of those a lot.
I preferred the Most Wanted over...
I did also, yeah, I agree.
Most people preferred the Underground, which is weird.
I like Most Wanted. I'm with you on that.
Okay.
So I have 3 slots left, and this is really the point in time where I should be saying a Final Fantasy game, I should be saying a Kingdom Hearts game, I should be saying Shadow of the Colossus, but I've never played any of those. So, in fact, my relationship with the PS2 is very slim. I haven't played a lot, and I'm stalling for time while I try and think of another game. Do you have another while I try and figure this out? Actually, no, I do have one. I'm going to go with a wrestling game, actually. I think it was Raw 2007? Was it 2009?
Nobody cares.
It was a wrestling game. I think it was 2009, actually. Awesome game. So everybody, not everybody, but particularly in the N64 days, wrestling games were huge.
It was hot.
There were so many of them.
Yeah.
And I liked them. I'm not a wrestling guy. But these games, I didn't watch wrestling ever. I didn't care about it. But these games are what I liked about them. And I learned who a lot of the wrestlers were. I know who Triple H is, and I know who Randy Orton is, and I know who Rey Mysterio, Kane, The Undertaker. And the only reason I know these names and who they are is because of these games. To this day, I've never watched a wrestling match ever.
Nice.
So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with a few of the N64 titles, and then there was this one PlayStation 2 title I owned, which I had a lot of fun with as well. Yeah, I just put a lot of time into that. Playing it with friends was really good, so...
Yeah, my buddy had one of those, and he really liked it. He had a lot of character customization and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part. I loved the character customization. I would never make a legit-looking wrestler. I'd always make some skinny asshole wearing a jacket. But
I made them as big and fat as possible.
See, that's what I should have done.
Andre the Giant style.
We would do that. A big thing we would do was do a Royal Rumble.
Yep.
But we'd make every character
And you would name it off your friends?
Yeah, and they'd all come in and you'd see who would win. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Every kid did that. That's probably one of my favorite memories. Prince of Persia was good. I hear that a lot. Specifically, The Sands of Time, I hear is a great Prince of Persia title.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Prince of Persia for PS2.
I actually already said San Andreas Gudon. That was on my list already. If you missed it.
It's kind of another crappy thing, but like I said, I didn't play a lot of PS2, but MVP Baseball 2005.
Ooh.
And the reason that I'm even bringing it up is because there's a bit of a story to it, is that the license that EA had with Major League Baseball ran out that year, and they did not get to renew that license. So that was the last baseball game we had by them.
Yeah.
And to this day, people still prefer that over the new baseball games that are coming out 12 years later.
Really?
They still prefer the mechanics of that game.
Oh.
So.
Interesting. Yeah, although you get that a lot with sports titles, that there's that one that was really perfect, and then after that, people didn't really care quite as much.
Another question. Do you want to grab a water and I stay here, or should I go grab a water and then come back?
You already left.
So you're going to go grab
I'm grabbing a water. You feel free to say your next choice.
Thanks, bud. Just this throat thing is just becoming a problem.
I hear you.
It's so dry and whatever. But, yeah, PS2, the biggest thing, it came out when I was in junior high, I guess. And we would talk so much of how GameCube was better, no, PlayStation's better. And then the Xbox guy came in and he had an Xbox, and we would just always just complain and bitch at each other over which one was better. And it was tough to defend that GameCube, but man, I tried for years to defend that thing, and I just couldn't quite do it long enough. Like Xbox, that had nothing there. That was just whatever. But PlayStation, there was a lot of stuff on there, and you couldn't really get them with anything. Like the games were kind of whatever. You could make fun of them for having kiddish games like Kingdom Hearts, but then they just throw Mario and Pikmin and Luigi's Mansion and Rayman and all this other crap on there, and it's kind of different.
So what'd you say?
Oh, some stuff.
Okay. So I have 2 slots left. I think.
Oh, thanks for this, by the way.
You're welcome. I think you got to have one of these on your list too. I personally played it on the PS2, and it's my favorite one in the series. I have to give a slot to Guitar Hero 3. That's where I played the most of my Guitar Hero, and so much of time put into 3. Specific, like Slow Ride was always like, I remember the first time playing it, that was the first song you played, and that's just what gets you hooked on the game. And then I really wanted to learn the song One by Metallica, because I just loved how it sounded, and I could never get past that solo near the end of it.
That's a tough one.
And I just sunk a lot of time into that one. So that's definitely got to be on my top 10.
Yeah, that would make it to mine as well. I can't tell, like, I started playing it when the second one came out. That's when we had first heard about it, and then the third one came out. And by the time that the third one was getting as popular as it got, I was already really good at the game, so that was kind of cool. Like, people would be so impressed that you could play certain songs on Expert, and that rumor would go around, oh, you can play that song on Expert. What? That's crazy. We got to get him to show us whatever, all that stuff, and it just became a big kind of deal. It's kind of weird. I don't know why, but... So I'm going to go with the second one, I guess, because that's where I learned how to play. It's a much tougher game than the third one, by far.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It's a perfect one to start with and practice with, because if you can do that one on even hard, you can do Expert on Guitar Hero 3, no problem.
It had less songs, though, right?
It
was quite a few
and
less.
The biggest reason is they were all covers, too. They weren't legit.
That's right.
Music, because no big band cared about some weird-ass little game thing like this.
Yeah.
Just whatever, but then it got so popular that they wanted their tracks and stuff in there.
Yes,
so
that's right.
We could mention Rock Band, too. That was really cool because it brought in the drums. So I was all over that, but their track list started off really weak.
Rock Band 2. See, my entire history with Rock Band's on the 360. If I ever did a 360 top 10, that's where my Rock Band would be. I know it's not where it originated or anything, but that's where I played it. Yeah, Rock Band 2. I loved, the most time by far I put into Rock Band is number 1. I loved the song lists in that game. There were a lot of really good classic rock titles. 2, yeah, like you had a few good, like okay titles. Like I like 9 in the Afternoon and Eye of the Tiger was nice. But like there was not that many.
No.
Number
Orange
1.
Crush, that was a good one.
That was number 1.
That's what we were saying, right? 9 in the afternoon, wasn't that on the first one?
No, that was in 2.
Was it really?
Eye of the Tiger and 9 in the afternoon were in 2.
Oh, okay.
1 had like Green Grass and High Tide. Yeah, Tom Sawyer. Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Creep.
Yep.
In Bloom. And yeah. So I have 1 slot left. I'm gonna give it to ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Me and my across the street neighbor used to play it at his house a lot. Yeah, he had a PlayStation 2 and we'd go over there and we'd do like the free roam type mode thing and we'd just dick around on these quads and explore the map. And like, I can't really play it now. I don't really care for it, but because of how much I appreciated it back then, I'm gonna give it a slot. I would actually prefer to give this slot to the Sonic Mega Collection Plus, but that's not like, it's awesome that it's on the PS2 and it has all these great games, but they're not like PlayStation's games, right? But yeah, I did put a lot. I do like that collection of Sonic games a lot. So I'll give it to ATV, but shout out to Sonic. And that's my list.
Oh, to close it out, eh?
Yeah, that was a weak close on my part.
It was. I'm trying to.
I should have saved Grand Theft Auto or something for that slot.
Yeah, I don't have a GTA on my list because I never really played them.
I know you have a big backlog, but at some point, please play San Andreas.
I would play Vice City before I would play San Andreas.
That's a good one too. Fine, but
So we'll throw Vice City on my list because I do actually kind of want to play that, and it's all set in the '80s, and I'm a big fan of that '80s stuff.
Yeah.
80s games, 80s music, 80s hair.
See, I can be okay with that because in San Andreas, they do reference Vice City a lot. And then they bring back some of the characters later in the game when you get to the Mafia section of it, which is cool. So yeah, they do connect eventually. So yeah, there we go. Both for our top 10 favorite PlayStation 2 games. That's good stuff. So we'll wind things down here. We're going to get to our personal stories for the week.
I don't even know if we'll get there. I'm having a hard time talking.
Well, I have one. Maybe you just skip it this week.
We'll see if something comes to me. But.
Sure. And then we'll wind things down. Thank you everyone for coming out. So my story is actually a YouTube story this week. When I first started my YouTube channel in the 8th grade, I didn't understand how anything worked, but I wanted to be a Let's Player. You know, people who upload full walkthroughs and stuff to YouTube. I thought that was the dream. That was the coolest idea, doing live commentary over these games. I was obsessed with this guy named Chugga Conroy. He was the biggest Nintendo Let's Player at the time. And, of course, I wanted to do my favorite game first. Take a guess at what that is. Paper Mario.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, there you go. Paper Mario. I really wanted to Let's Play this game because of how much I loved it, even back then. But I didn't understand capture cards. I was looking at these walkthroughs and I didn't know how they were capturing the game. Like, this made no sense to me. How'd you get the audio? Like, this is 8th grade me. I don't understand any of this shit. So my logical conclusion is they took a video camera, set it up, and perfectly centered it in front of the TV. Like, I was convinced that has to be how they're doing it. So that's what I did. My dad just bought our first flat screen TV. This was only 5 years ago, mind you, which isn't like this was 2011. It was like a 32-inch. It wasn't that big. We put it in the living room. So it was a night, and I didn't want to do this alone because I'd never done something like this before. So I got my buddy Zach over. We pulled out my 2 beanbag chairs I had, rolled them up in the living room, and then I took a tripod I had and this camcorder I got for Christmas that year. It's like terrible 360p camcorder. We set it up on the table, and I spent like 2 hours, literally trying to perfectly center this thing to capture exactly the box of the TV, and I got it.
Nice.
Kind of. It was a little tilted, but I got it. And because it took me so long, I was like, okay, Zach, if we're doing this, I need to get as far as I can in the game, in this Let's Play. So I started the recording. This was my first Let's Play ever. We just sat down and we didn't have a mic or anything, so the camcorder was picking up the game audio and our voices. It's just a really bad setup, and we played from the start of the game to the end of Shy Guy's Toy Box.
Nice.
We started at 11 p.m. and we literally went till like 7 a.m. or something like that. I don't remember. We played through it all night is what we did. And we were just sitting there doing this really awful prepubescent commentary. It was terrible. It sounded bad. It looked bad. It doesn't even exist on YouTube. I did upload them all eventually, but but they're gone. They've been gone for a long time now. I wish I kind of saved them so I could go back and watch. But yeah, I just had no idea how YouTube Let's Playing worked. I've come a long way since then, so I think that's kind of cool. But man, it was the most shifted together way I could have possibly figured out this Let's Play, and it was hilarious. I'm still proud we made it that far in one night, because I was convinced we had to get as far as we could, solely because setting up that camera was a bitch.
No kidding.
So, yeah, that was a good time.
I once tried to speedrun through that game, and I never saved once, and I died at Huff and Puff, and I was so mad.
No way!
Yep.
You made it to Huff and Puff?
Yep.
Did you do the blue house trick at all, or where were you?
No. I just played it normally.
Oh, you were just...
But we speedrun it, and no saving. And I died there.
How long did you make it? Like, how long did it take?
I don't know. I want to say it was like 7 hours.
Okay. Sure.
Something like that.
To Huff and Puff, huh? Yeah, that's realistic. It's like, when you know what you're doing in that game, it doesn't take long to power through the first, 5 levels. Actually, 6. Actually, they're all pretty short once you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, is that your personal story?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Perfect. That's going to be episode 35 of the First Strike Gamecast. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We appreciate it. We will see you guys next week, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. CST. Be there. We might have some more E3 predictions and stuff to talk about. I'm not sure.
I'm a little bit bigger than you.
Man, when you lean forward, that really gives you the idea of...
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You could eat me.
Pretty much.
Thank you for coming out, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I'm going to do the podcast like this from now on.
Have a good night. Stay tuned for future streams this week. We got Kai playing it. Oh my God, we got Kai playing everything. Dark Souls, Final Fantasy, Breath of the Wild, apparently.
Yeah, all over the place with that guy.
Adam's been playing Tales of Xillia right now. Lots of fun. And I think we have Nate coming in here to do Rocket League and stuff every now and again.
Stuff like that.
Stay tuned for live streams. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Check out the social media links in the description. We will see you next Tuesday.